Welcome to another episode of the Whole Last Show. I'm Right Cheek, aka Kevin.
Left cheek, aka Dustin.
What are we doing today?
We're gonna switch it up a little bit, just a little bit. So, my boy here.
This is inspired by Chris Webby.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this is something that kind of spiraled off of a recent video reaction we done to Chris Webby. It's called Triggered. By the way, if you guys are curious, you haven't seen it, be sure to check out other videos. It'll be up under the Webby reactions. This is a cringe challenge. So this is the Ultimate Woke Compilation, volume number 37. And this is brought to us in part by Clownfish. Apparently they go and they mash a bunch of TikTok videos together, and we're going to see what it's like.
Oh my god, I can't wait. I can't wait, but at the same time, I can.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up here. Let's just see how horrible this is.
What the hell is even that?
If you want proof that mental health is important, just take a look at how some folks choose to cope in the face of defeat, starting with this man and his rather impressive set of lungs.
Does his face have Kamala Harris?
It says Kamala wins, and then it says Cam on his right cheek and Allah.
Gotcha. Wow. And is he mad? Is this after she lost?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if that's supposed to be a guy or a girl.
I don't know either. I mean, the narrator said guy, but
Oh, okay. I didn't even pick up on that. I just also noticed that the shirt says "I love day drinking." So
I mean, don't we all?
yeah,
The only thing I can agree on.
huh?
The only thing I can agree on.
Yeah.
Day drinking. Day drinking, I can agree on that. But that's the fullest extent. But I mean, unless you have a job. If you have a job, then you can't be day drinking.
We're 26 seconds in.
I know.
I haven't cringed yet.
I just think it's funny.
He cheated! He cheated! He cheated!
He's got to be drunk.
He cheated! There was fraud! There was fraud!
I just received an email of somebody who wants flowers for their Yay Trump Won celebration. And I want to make it perfectly clear. Absolutely, in no way will I support that. In no way. Evidently, this is a past client, a parent of a past couple. He asked me if I'm willing to alienate 50% of the population of potential customers. Yes. Yes, I am. That's how strongly I feel about this.
That's so stupid.
I won't do business with people who support the president-elect. And it is because I need to...
That's like the dumbest logic ever. Look, you're a store or a company providing a service, right? Just provide the service. Doesn't matter what your political or religious views are. Just provide the service, dude. Just take the money and keep it moving.
Well, she's clearly got a Karen cut going. She also has like I'm sexy and retro with the ginormous, overly sized fake cat eye glasses because she thinks they fit her head shape, and she probably does the pegging to her husband.
Oof. Big oof.
So,
But it's stupid. It's a stupid logic.
yeah.
Like, you're really going to lose business because of your own personal views when you. I mean, that makes no sense. That makes no sense to me.
Let's see what else Stupid has to say.
Create a safe place for me, my staff, and my family.
For that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
It's not gonna happen.
Go.
Knowing that I woke up, bitch, it's not about a fucking book. Fuck that shit right now. Knowing that I went to bed, yeah.
Huh?
You know what's funny to me?
What?
It's the fact that these people recorded themselves and posted it online.
Yeah.
That right there makes no sense. Why? Why would you post that online, dude?
But these are also probably the same people if they've got kids and they like, are you really recording your child crying?
Yeah.
You're going to shame them?
Yeah.
Bitch, look how stupid you look.
Like,
Sorry. Not sorry.
why would you record for what? For internet views?
No.
Why would you record yourself crying and complaining about something that 50% of people are not going to agree with you? Well, maybe more than 50% of people may or may not agree with you.
And she's wearing a shirt that says Texas.
You know,
In the famous words.
where people may or may not agree with you, where you can just get flamed into oblivion, only to have those few that will like echo your sentiments. That makes no sense. That to me just makes no sense whatsoever.
No, but in the famous words of Sketch, you know Sketch, right? The streamer.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for cussing.
That fucking man was ahead a little bit, but waking up to this man, literally, you're 4 points a fucking way. Not only shows me how racist, which, hello, wake up, you black, you're aware of that. It not only shows me how racist this country is, misogynistic, y'all. We're at the point where I'm convinced y'all do not want to get ahead. Y'all had y'all glory fucking days in the back. Y'all hate to see a black, a Latino, anybody that's in LGBTQ plus, a woman being happy doing shit on her fucking own. Cause to wake up and seeing it being that close, and I'm seeing comments where people are like, I'm in another country, I don't know how this is happening. Wake up! This is fucking America, and this is sad. And every fucking body, any person that I still follow that has voted for him.
I chose family, I chose women, I chose America. I love you.
I'm sorry to all my friends who are Trump supporters. But you don't understand how scared of this man I am.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us as a people.
Yo, my sister came in here this morning and seemed kind of hesitant, but told me that her and my other sister voted for Trump. Naturally,
Sometimes
I'm
it be
like,
your own.
what the fuck? Why? Because obviously, I'm a member of the LGBTQ plus family
Oh,
and
obviously.
Latina and a woman. So it's like, yeah, you're a cisgendered woman who's married, and these things might not affect you, but what about me? I'm just so devastated.
3 ways that me and my family are preparing for the Trump administration. 1, we're making sure that we have our social security cards, birth certificates, transcripts from schools, our vaccination records, and we are getting our passports. We're making sure that we have all of this in case we have to flee the country. We're already planning on fleeing Florida, but if we have to flee the country, we want to have all this stuff on hand. Number 2, we are planning on fleeing the state of Florida and going to a blue state. We already know that red states will 9 times out of 10 probably implement Project 2025 first. So if we can protect our family by going to a safe blue state for now, we're gonna do that. So making a plan, any plan at all, is better than not having one in the first place. Number 3, we're getting all of our vaccinations up to date. We're going to our doctor's appointments, our dentist appointments, our eye doctor appointments, everything. We're making sure everything's up to date and done with. If we need a new eye prescription, we're getting our new glasses. If we need a filling filled at the dentist, we're doing that and getting that done.
So let me get this straight. You're mad over a presidential election to the point to where you want to use the American dollar and resources and insurance, which American insurance is garbage. I don't care. Hate me for saying it. I don't give a shit. But this butt nugget literally is going to say, I'm going to get all my vaccinations, my glasses, I'm going to get my nails did, my hair, all of it, like dental work, and then we're going to flee the country to Florida. Florida's part of the US of A. Like, what the hell are you talking about? And then you said you're going to flee to a blue state.
No, yeah,
it's still in the country.
They're in Florida, and they're going to flee from Florida.
I mean, where the hell are they going to go? It's still in America. Like, it's sad that you're raising a child, too. Like, not to have common sense. Show me a country that you can go to, and this is going to be a compliment of a Tom McDonald reaction video that we had done, and somebody commented on there. And I already know this. You already know this. Everybody already knows this. It has any common sense. A dumbass. You are literally in a country where you can come from another country and become American. You can't go to Iraq and become Iraqian or however the hell you pronunciate it. You can't become Iranian. You can't become Russian. You can't become French. You can't become European. I mean, unless you go outside to use the restroom, then European. That's the only damn way. That is the only freaking way. I mean, you live in a country where no one gives a shit about the tits you didn't have before or the tits you have now with a 8-inch banana swinging and claim to be a woman and you're experiencing womanhood. You can't. You don't bleed from it unless we cut it off. And then you're not producing eggs or ovaries. And this cis, whatever this bullshit is, makes no sense to me. Because last time I checked, a cyst happens under the skin or on the ovaries, which keeps you from being a reproductive human.
Not cyst as in S-I-S-T.
I know that.
Or S-Y-S.
But when they pronunciate it, oh, you're a cis man. Like,
it's
yes, you're a sissy man.
It's C-I-S.
I know that. But look, bro, you're literally laughing at me, but she doesn't even know what part of the country she's in.
I know, I misspelled the word cis too.
I know you did. But it's okay. But like, it baffles me. It literally screws my brain cells that we have people like this that are literally slower and mentally slower than a person that is missing or has extra chromosomes. Like, literally. You're going to flee the country to a blue state.
Well, they're going to flee Florida to a blue state.
Like, listen, she literally says we're going to flee
if they have to,
the country to a blue state.
Yeah, if they have to, yeah. They're going to flee the country.
And this is probably the same person.
Florida to a blue state.
But this is probably the same person that tries to be a grammar Nazi.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. And I mean, you're literally going to hog up American resources to go run to another country where you won't have them because of a presidential election. I mean, if that's the case, we should have fled when Clinton got in office. We should have fled when Bush got in office. You should have fled when Barack got in office. You should have fled when Bernie was running for office. You should have fled when Hillary was running for office. I mean, what in the Cocoa Puff fuck are you thinking? Like, Jesus, people. Like, you are damn stupid. Like, this is stupider than seeing the adults have meltdowns crying. Because she's literally holding a kid. It's just stupid.
She's already reproduced.
Yeah. Like, if there's ever been a time where Remington or HK or Mossberg or Smith & Wesson, Ruger, whatever, has there ever been a time where they need to become of the sexual protection community and make bulletproof condoms to keep accidents like this from running amok and recreating? It would be great, because a bulletproof condom keeps accidents from happening. I mean, sweet child of mine, this child needs more than Jesus, because now she's going to go take her family and is going to run to another country that ain't like the U.S. You know, let the borders open, let them all run in, take over everything, get them shit for free. You can't do it in any other country but the U.S. You can't. You cannot.
That is true.
Korea, China, Japan. You got. I mean, I know I'm not naming specific countries. I'm naming regions, like, or locations. I mean, you go to Russia or anything like that. These people would literally. They're not all going to hate you, because, like, it's slowly, like, this virus of the alphabet crew and the whatever cliques that are running amok. Like, they're slowly expanding across the world. And I don't get it. Like, America was great before all this bullshit. Literally. But because somebody didn't like what you did or said, you found other kids in the glue stick class that rode the bus with a helmet on to keep from licking the freaking windows. And y'all have mass produced. And now we have this shit around the world. It makes no sense. None. Nada. Zip. Zero. That this lady, like, I'm not cringing. I'm venting. So I still win.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. We're almost done. This is ridiculous. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to leave it alone.
If we need some vaccinations, especially our kids being toddlers, if we need to get that done, we're getting it done. So that when we
get it done in another country.
She said kids.
Kids. Oh, wow.
All right. Flee Florida, we already have everything done for a while, and we don't have to worry about it. If y'all have any more tips on how you're preparing for Trump's administration, put them down in the comments.
Hey conservatives, as a member of the queer community, I just want you to know that we have...
Let it play.
Yeah, I am. I just want to say something that I'm appreciative of. It didn't say anything about the alphabet. It said queer community.
Okay.
Like, queer is... The definition of queer is, like, funny, different, whatever.
Funny?
Yeah. You queer? You never heard queer as folk? No. Are you shitting me? Yeah. Dude, that terminology's been around for years. I'm gonna Google it. Show it to you. Okay.
All agreed that every time you complain about how many genders there are, we actually add another one, too, if we're feeling a little frisky. So,
You just lost all respect.
I told you to let it play. I told you to let it play because you never know what's coming next, dude. I told you to let it play.
Every time you complain about how many genders there are, we just add another one. Or two if we're feeling frisky.
Bruh. Bruh.
I told you to let it play.
Take that.
I am a 73.
Show me a butthole that carries ovaries.
Oh my god.
Take that. Why is it that we are the only, and I know some people will get aggravated when I say this, I don't care. When people say someone is racist, this is how stupid you sound. I get it. It's been a part of whatever. Does the definition of the word racist or racism, is it real? Yes, it's real. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've had someone act hateful towards me because of my ethnicity. Get it? I didn't say my race. Because he, me, this thing is all part of the same race. The human race. Get it through your fucking heads. Why are we the only race on this damn planet, with the exceptions to the ones that can reproduce with themselves, which, by the way, none of you guys in the alphabet can do. You can't. You're not. You ain't able. Technology ain't there yet, and if it was, I'd be scared to damn death because they would get rid of all of us and just make the select few to reproduce within themselves to create more zombies to follow along. We're the only race that I know of where people just can't accept the fact that if you're born with a third member and a couple of dingleberries, there's no way, shape, or form that you're going to actually be able to produce another human. Unless that some weird ass doctors out there want to play Dexter's Laboratory on you and do a little bit of Courage the Cowardly Dog and some robot chicken and find a way to implant a ovary that will grow inside of you. And if that were to happen, it would probably die inside of you, and then you would develop an infection inside of you, and then you would probably get rid of yourself and do the world a favor. Yes, I don't care. People can say they want to be whatever they want to be. Because when I was younger, I used to say I always want to be a cowboy. Well, guess what I found out? I am the wrong ethnicity to do that. Because white people that I know of were like the cowboys in that era and stuff like that. And guess what? When I grew up, I still cannot be a cowboy because why? They just don't exist like they used to. I mean, that's like saying I want to be a firefighter in outer space. Fire needs oxygen. Space doesn't have any. So, I mean, people are just dumb. God, they're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb, and they think they're so freaking smart. Take that. Doesn't matter how many poles you smoke or how many flutes you play and how much flute milk you gargle, you are still biologically, scientifically, and genetically whatever you were born as. But I get it. Some people just aren't happy in their skin. I have times in my life when I'm not happy in my own skin. I'm not happy with my own accomplishments. But one thing's for sure is I cannot go and identify as a black female.
Like fucking Eric Cartman
Oh my
in
God.
South Park.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Like, I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. And I never noticed, and you're probably going to say the same thing. We've never noticed how many people thought it was so important for someone to know what they wanted to be than we have in the past 5 to 6 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, I've never personally cared. If I saw a gay guy, my gaydar would go off, and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're gay. But something that never popped in my mind was every gay guy wants to have an alien interaction. It was like alien probing. Yes, that's what we would call it. And every girl that prefers the same thing that she is, they don't want every female they see. But people like this, that's what's wrong with the world. Because we didn't give a shit 15 years ago. And I still don't give a shit now. And then some people are going to say, well, if you don't care, then why are you making such a fuss about it? Because every time you pull up YouTube Shorts, you pull up TikTok.
Or you watch a movie.
Or you watch a movie. Or you try to watch a kid's movie. Or you try to watch a family movie. It's always in my face. But outside that, I just don't give a shit. But it does frustrate me when they say, you know, if complain about how many genders there are. I mean, that's frustrating. And I think it frustrates anybody that has any common sense. I mean, did I find it funny at first? Yes. But then when he said, then it would just add two if we're feeling frisky. Like, no woman that has ever acted like that in my life did I ever find attractive.
He hit you with the, you had me in the first half.
Yeah, that shit right there. God, my darn, this video is taking too long.
Let's go.
I'm skipping this guy. I just can't.
No.
Oh my god.
No. Come on. No, let's finish this.
We actually add another one, too, if we're feeling a little frisky. So, take that.
I am a 73-year-old male to female transgender person. I'm a patient of Dr. Henry Chen. Dr. Chen has done all my facial work, and he has completely transformed me to this person you see right now.
You were an ugly man, and now you're an ugly woman. Congratulations. You look like you're getting ready to audition for the next Green Goblin movie. I mean, damn. Like, sweet child of mine, dude. Sweet Jesus. Sweet chariot. Speaking of the Green Goblin, the guy that plays Green Goblin, I'm drawing a blank right now.
Willem Dafoe.
He would be the ultimate Joker.
Oh, God.
That man would be perfect for Joker and doesn't require much makeup.
Oh, man.
But this person right here, Mr. Mrs. Potato Head.
Oh, my God.
That thing literally looks like an Idaho potato.
Now, I couldn't be happier. He's so awesome. He's not only a great surgeon, but he's just a wonderful human being. I'm so privileged to have had him as my surgeon. I know you will be too if you choose him.
Yeah.
If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone else, everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives, we're scared for our friends. To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying. It's so terrifying. How did we get here?
That's what I'm asking.
How did we get here?
Another way to protest mass.
Let it go. Let it play. Let it play before you say something.
The last time that I played Earthworm Jim or Toe Jam and Earl, that was a long time ago. Now it's got a wig.
Let it fucking play.
MAGA cheaply is to not shop. Don't shop. Buy everything used. And see if you can get it for free. Don't shop. Crash the economy.
Yeah, that's smart.
This message is for my president, Joe Biden. And I probably speak for millions of Americans in this country. Please, Joe. Please, 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 please use your immunity now to do whatever you can to make sure that this selfish, narcissist, lying traitor.
All right. So let's go ahead and say something for the obvious, okay? All right. We're all going to get old. We're all going to become saggy skin people. But I want y'all to take away from this. Hold on.
Your immunity now to do whatever you can to make sure that this selfish narcissist.
Okay. First thing that's wrong. Number one, she's wearing enough makeup to probably bake a wedding cake. Second thing that's wrong. She is talking about selfish while she sits in what looks like fully leather interior. She's wearing a hat, trying to, you know, make it look like she's younger than what she is. I mean, she looks pretty until she opened her mouth just there. And she'd probably still be pretty if I hit the mute button for her age. But while this damn turkey neck gobbler is literally sitting here flexing her neck muscles, and I bet you money, sweet cheeks, you probably don't work. Your husband probably is thankful Trump won. And in the meantime, you're saying those words that are so hateful while wearing Jesus' cross on your earlobes.
Was she?
Yeah, look, watch.
This lying traitor never becomes a dictator and does not have the ability to take away things from the American people that we have contributed to for decades.
And I might be wrong, but it looks like she's possibly sitting in a GM vehicle, which is General Motors Corporation, which at one point in time was an American company, and then it became made in Mexico, and I believe Canada. I may be wrong about the Canada part, but I know I'm right about the Mexico part. He brought these companies back because of what he did, which in turn put more jobs for people in America and put more wages in pockets and put more food on the table. And like, she's complaining about, I mean, what the hell did Joe Biden do? Is that a butterfly? Like, come on, bro. What? Stop the building of the border and allowed more to come in. I mean, come on. And then on top of that, did you see what he did? He about the airstrikes and stuff?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, you ought to look into that too. He allowed it.
Please, Joe, use the immunity that was implemented basically for the one that's always above the law. Use it now to your advantage and for the American people. Things happen for a reason. Please,
there you
Joe,
go.
do us a big favor and do what you can to protect us now.
There are no words. Achieved my first PMS. I'm a 37-year-old transgender woman, and I recently experienced something significant. My first period. It was a beautiful moment for me, and the euphoria I felt was breathtaking. I couldn't help but cry tears of joy, prompting me to share this with you. To be honest, I'm not sure if my tears and heightened emotions are a result of the period itself or the overwhelming happiness of being closer to my true female self. At this point, I no longer identify as male. After being on estrogen for 4 months, I finally achieved this milestone. It brought on intense emotions and even cravings for chocolate ice cream and pickles. I won't go into detail about the I experienced, but let's just say the euphoria was strong. Although I didn't physically receive the typical red package, then you literally didn't get your period.
And if you did get your... Okay.
I hope that one day science will find a way to address this discrepancy.
Discrepancy?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If you are a human being who was not born with a uterus, and you find yourself bleeding profusely out of an orifice in your general pelvic region, please seek immediate medical attention, okay?
Wow.
Look, she said what I was saying. But look, if you're a dude and you love other dudes and you don't like women, I got a question for you. You didn't get born with a uterus. Sucks. Because you wanted to be a female, right? But not only did you self-proclaim to have your period, a period is discarding of eggs. Like, the only period you probably had was because your hemorrhoids got damaged. I said it. I said it. Yeah.
So, listen, man.
Huh. I did. I listened to every bit of it.
So this shit is so, like, I wouldn't say it's cringe, right?
It's sad.
It is. When we were watching the Chris Webby video, I told you there's a movie that I watched. I told you that there's a movie that I watched, right? And I don't want to say the name of the movie, but because I don't want it to, like, spoil anything for anybody that will watch the movie or whatnot. But what I noticed was the weak, I guess, dynamic in this couple's, like, relationship and, like, their marriage and shit like that, and all this other stuff, and, like, the way that these people are acting on these recordings kind of reminds me of that. They were like, oh, we don't believe in guns, you know, we drive a Tesla, and don't we don't parent our child harshly. And in the movie, like, the kid had a support stuffed animal at, like, 11 years old, because she had, like, crippling anxiety at 11, you know, to the point where she would just, like, scratch herself if she didn't have the you know, stuffed animal with her and whatnot. And it was like, you know, the dad couldn't really say anything because the mom would, like, step over him, and, like, you know, she would shut it down. You know, every time he would say, hey, you're about to be, you know, 12, don't you think you should get rid of, you know, your stuffed animal? You know, you don't need it anymore, you know? And she would put a stop to it right away, right? And he would just back down, right? There's a point in the movie where it's found out in their relationship that she had a pic sent to her from another man. And he apparently they were working past it, right? But when he brought it back up, she made it seem like it was his fault. On the other side of the movie, there's this couple where the guy is, like, the guy's guy, you know, hunts, you know, he builds fires and whatnot. The guy is fit. The husband in the movie, he's skinny and, like, frail, and she's actually taller than him in the movie, right? On the other side, this dude, you know, he looks like he lifts weights, and, like, you know, he's fit, right? He's fit, builds fires, hunts, all this other stuff. He's a little more stern in his voice and how he treats his girl, right? And she's looking at him like she wants him, right? On the downside of that is, she wants to fuck him. To put it bluntly, right? But he has his own views and he battles against her, so she doesn't like that part. So she wants the comfortability and the meekness of the husband because he agrees with her or he backs down from her, right? But she likes the other guy because he's, you know, because of what he, you know, exudes, basically, right? Masculinity, right? He's strong, he's tough, all this other stuff, right? Which kind of goes back to why she had a pic on her phone from this other guy but made the husband basically like kind of blame him for it, you know? Yeah. Throughout the movie, I'm like, they're getting killed. They're about to be killed. And I started rooting for the villains. I didn't want these people to exist because I'm like, you're weak. You want your husband to be weak. Your daughter that you're raising is already riddled with crippling anxiety to the point where, you know, they're about to make it out of this place, but they have to come back because she left her stuffed animal, and she starts having a total meltdown in the car. And I'm watching this movie and I'm going, dude, just keep driving. Just keep driving. Obviously, it's a movie and it's part of the story and whatnot, right? But if it were me, like in my personal life, if any of this is happening to me and I already made it out and I'm down the road, forget your stuffed animal. We can get you 1,000,000 of them if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it triggered me in a way, I would say, because it's like, dude, that's definitely not my generation. But the thing is that they looked like it was our generation.
That's the sad thing. That's the sad part.
And so I'm like, damn, those people really do exist with our generation. Like that weakness, that just not even like, not even about being like strong or weak, but like that lack of assertiveness, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
it's sad.
It's
pathetic.
But these people complaining and crying on camera, I'm like, dude, you guys are just like, why? Why would you record yourself and then post it on the internet? Like, and then complain that they're getting made fun of. Well, yeah, no shit.
What do you think's gonna happen?
If you're gonna post funny content, people are gonna laugh. Like that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna post something that's funny, don't get mad when people find it funny. It may not be funny to you as the poster and thinking that, you know, people are going to agree with you or jump on your bandwagon, but don't get mad when people actually don't and they start like roasting you. Especially on the internet. On the internet, dude, anything goes on the internet. And apparently,
And that's the stupid part.
Apparently, your tears and your delusion go up there too.
Boy, these people piss me off.
That's all I have to say. I like your reaction to it, by the way, though.
Because it pisses me off.
I know. I thought it was funny. I thought the whole thing was funny. But that's because I don't.
What movie did you say it was?
I can't tell you the name of the movie, man. I don't want to spoil it for anybody watching.
But you're not spoiling it. I mean, because they're gonna be like, "What movie is it?"
Well, I'm kind of spoiling it. Do you want to know?
Yeah, tell them.
I mean, I can tell you the movie, but that's what I got out of the movie at a certain point of it. Like, yeah, they're about to get killed. Like, they make no mistake about it, right? They're about to be killed. And like they made the husband seem like be so weak in the movie where everybody got a kill in this movie, right? So the wife got a kill. The daughter helped get a kill.
So they're playing like TDM, Call of Duty.
No.
Team Deathmatch.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, right. The only one that didn't get a kill, even when he had a chance to, was the dad or the husband, right? And he chose not to.
That's pathetic.
Yeah.
That's pathetic.
Like this other couple put them through hell. Like literally, like they were gonna kill them and take their identity. You know what I mean? And like they were gonna murder them. And nobody was ever gonna find out because they were out of the country. You know, they were never gonna be found ever. And this dude had a chance to kill the main dude, and he chose not to. Pussy. Yeah. Pussy. Yeah. I'll tell you the name of the movie after. But
my
it's the movie came out like sometime end of last year, but it's out on Peacock now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But just watch that because it's a good movie. It's a good movie nonetheless, but still, it's just once you notice it, you're gonna be like, kill these people already.
This was your reaction video. But we turned this into a 40-minute video.
Yeah, I know.
Well, guys, we're moving along. We might have some more of these coming up. See how this goes and how this does for you. Hope you have a good one.
We'll see y'all next time. Deuces!